What up? What up? Fantasy Football Hustler back at you.
What's up, Player 11? I'm me. My bad. I was like, oh shit, I'm on. Or rolling some. I saw the countdown. Like, oh shit. I thought you was about to do my bad. Am I that egotistical? I thought I was gonna get this elaborate, like fucking intro route. Like, oh shit, oh, I'm on.
You just came on at the perfect time, right into Act 2. Well, right? Now you did get a big elaborate intro.
I mean, I did, right? Countdown and everything. Yeah. I got the fucking countdown and everything.
And I'm the Neon Peacock. Thanks for joining us again.
Right. Yeah. It's so cool. Thank you, Peacock, for immortalizing me on T-shirts and stuff too. That's fucking awesome. Immortalizing us, I should say.
Always in for
okay. Last time on Silver Screen Breakdowns,
our man Waithe, aka Parzival, aka Z, figures out the last clue and figures out how to crack the code to get the very first key. This is 5 years in the making for any player to get a key. And just like that, he gets 100,000 coin put in to his account, and he's off to the races. Because what do you do when you don't got money in the Oasis and you get a whole bunch? You gotta go spend it, baby. It's like, I gotta get a bunch of these grenades. Man, they show off the catalyst. They have to show it because, I mean, that's like, you know, just a foreshadow into the future. And 2 million coin for this catalyst. And it's a weapon that literally kills everybody in the Oasis, including the person that uses it. And
you know, I wrote a bar. I said, I'm a catalyst. I said, I'm a catalyst. Doing numbers. Analyst. See what I did there? My man, it wasn't that creative. I guess you got to hear like the other bars prior.
So, Bogey, what do you think about what do you think about the first race? I mean, that was the biggest part of Act 1 that you missed out on.
Fucking awesome. And then, like I swear to God, if you watch it, bro, you'll see me in that motherfucker. Bro.
What part were you in?
I'm in the background going fast, bro. Just going by, bro.
I thought I saw Spider-Man at one point, but I don't know. Maybe I was just tripping.
Listen, that was my cousin. We all we were extras. You know what I mean? My bad, I'm doing extra. Continue.
So he's in there buying all his weapons. He has to get the hand grenades. He has to get the Zemeckis cubes. He has to get the crazy body armor suit, you know, the top of the line joint. He buys it in the Oasis. And then it gets delivered right to his spot. And the full head to toe,
shebang, bro.
Everything. This is the one. The X1, it's the one.
And that's from the Gundam, right? No, that's not from Gundam. Where's that from?
I'm not sure if that's an ode to anything.
Yeah, is that Gundam?
Oh, maybe.
What game is that from?
It could be.
It's a reference there.
Okay. I'm not sure.
Okay, yeah. I was hoping, because you know what's crazy is like, if I don't know it, Peacock or Clock will know that shit. I was like,
that's why
I know, but because I know they reference Gundam in there like a motherfucker. They show the whole Gundam, the whole get down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have some Google on hand for reference.
Okay, continue.
And yeah, it's funny as he clicks it and goes in and gets it, just flashes real world pickup. And you know that's one of those things that gets just like droned right into his spot, whatever his location is. And now he's like set, because before he's living hella ghetto, you know, like he doesn't even have enough to like, you know, barely put the fuel in the car. Now he's got the full setup. It's just taking it to like the next wave. And now he gets on the IOI's radar. And this is where it kind of all starts going south for Parzival. And like,
hey, Parzival, that's like a Camelot reference, correct?
I believe so. Yeah, like
Excalibur.
Yeah, and some
Knights of the Round Table, or no, Camelot, whatever the fuck.
Like a solo knight or a knight.
Yeah, he got the thing on his vest.
Somebody found the Holy Grail or something.
Yeah. Man,
word.
This fucking the dude from the IOI. I hate this guy. The what's his name? Sorrento or Nolan Sorrento, whatever the hell his name is. We get a look into him, and he goes into the Oasis. He's got this huge ass rig, That's just like, I mean, it's just insane. And one of my favorite characters in the movie, he really steals the show, is TJ Miller, the guy playing Aech, who's pretty much like the hitman in Oasis.
Hilarious.
And it's funny when you see him. I mean, he just looks like this big savage, and he's like, "How are you doing today?" I got this thing really like messing with my neck right now.
Just stand over here to my left.
It's like carpal tunnel for the neck, if that's a thing.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
He's like from Deadpool, the bartender or whatever, who actually is like, "Oh, we have a pool up for when you're actually going to die," or whatever. That guy.
Yeah. Was that the same? It is the same actor.
He's in The Office Party, one of my new favorite Christmas movies. He's it's hilarious in there because he's making a fantasy football trade in The Office Party movie.
And they represent like the first 5 minutes into the movie too.
Yeah. He's like negotiating, and it's funny because he's like just talking mad shit, and he hangs up, and he's like, "Man, I'm running a train on this league right now." Jason Bateman, I don't think that means what you think it means.
I like Jason Bateman though.
He's a savage. Funny. And so pretty much what we get out of this whole Sorrento Aech, thing is, I mean, he's talking about taking out Parzival. He gets this crazy orb that's like, it's like a 1 of 1, like level 99.
Level 99.
Just
something
you don't find.
I love how he asks him when he needs to activate it. It's fucking hilarious. He's like, "Is there like a button?"
Yeah, he's like, "This isn't one of your drones, pal. Okay, it's level 99 weapon.
Yeah.
Like you need a whole
you need a magical enchantment or something."
I need a fucking another whole potion bullshit, man.
You fucking noob.
He's like, you care to do it? Care to proceed? He's like, "No, all right."
Right. You don't want to get obliterated, bro.
No. Doesn't want to do that shit, bro.
That shit's funny.
And man, the funny part is when they're actually negotiating for Parzival, and he was like,
I didn't get that.
He's like, "This, I don't know.
If I buy the whole avatar? Like, what was that?"
Yeah, he's like, "I don't know if I could do this." And he was like, "All right, come on. What's it gonna cost me?" It's like, "I like you, Sorrento. You don't even lick. You just bite right into the gooey center. Or go bite right into the chocolate center."
The chocolate center.
Yeah, he's like, "Remember that commercial, the owl?"
The chocolate center of the Tootsie Pop. Yeah, like you don't lick. You just bite right down to the center of the chocolatey center of the Tootsie Pop.
A one?
Remember that commercial?
The three. The three.
It's funny how he referenced it, and he had to like make sure. Oh, you remember that one? Like that was good. That was a good call.
That one was crazy, bro.
And he was like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do this for probably like 3 times my fee." And he's like, "Done." He's like, "Oh, is that easy?" He was like, "Is 4 still on the table?" He thought he was playing hardball.
He's like, "You agreed to that pretty easily."
Yeah, he thought he was playing hardball with 3 times, and no,
this is going to be 3 times my fee. Done. He's like, "Oh shit, should ask for more."
Such a savage. But yeah, just like that. I mean, now the hit is out.
That dude's avatar, the bad guy. It's fucking stupid. He's just like a souped up. Like it reminds me of the bad guy, the agent from Matrix, but like on roids.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's pretty like much. He's not even in disguise. It's just like me, but bigger.
Yeah, without the glasses. And man,
not creative at all. Dude's not creative. Didn't even change his gamer tag name or whatever. It's like the same, I think.
Nope.
His name.
And Parzival, he needs to go back to the Halliday records, to see what's going on in there. And here's where we just get a whole bunch of crazy, like pop culture references, like hella quick. Because as soon as he comes in, it's freaking Beetlejuice, who's like, "Hey, it's Parzival." Fucking Beetlejuice. And it's hilarious.
He wants to take pictures with him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a superstar now. And I mean, he literally went from 0 to hero, just like that. I mean, it's crazy. People with the cameras, those little balls that you just throw up, the little ball that could just control itself almost.
Pause.
And then
hold on. Why do you need to pause that? Wait a second. What about the controllable balls?
the balls that are just up in the air taking pictures.
Oh yeah. Pause.
Yeah.
What are these missing balls taking pictures?
Now I don't even.
It's like the reverse D pick. The balls are taking the picks this time.
All right, Bogey. Do you remember what was the Mortal Kombat character that Artemis is in? Who is it?
Okay, my bad. Go ahead. I was just
no, the one with the forearms goes up.
Goro.
Goro. There you go. Yeah. Percival, you're famous now. You can't be here. It takes him into the middle, and then what was that? It was a callback to Aliens, right?
It's the chest buster, whatever they're called.
And he freaks out.
He grabs it like and then it eats the avatar, and then she's underneath it, right? And then she like goes, and he's like, "Damn it!" Like he gets scared the shit out of him. And then big old Goro comes and like saves him from the mob of everybody taking pictures of him because he's famous or whatever.
Yeah,
starts breaking it down.
Yeah, and it was pretty cool. She's got the disguise. Look, Clark Kent glasses, just disguises out, changes your look or anything. And nice and easy. Then you can just walk through the crowd without undetected. And they need to
do that move. I would comb my hair and put on some glasses, and people wouldn't like put a suit on. Be like, what the hell? Not the same person. People can do that. It works. Clark Kent, like nobody's seen you for a while. Yeah. Shave and put some glasses on, comb your hair. Boom.
California Brave was all over it. Goro. There you go.
Yeah. Goro's a shit. I remember my dad taking me we had a super when I was a kid, and we went to the mall and we bought Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter or whatever, and he would play with me. I remember him kicking my ass as Goro.
You gotta have Johnny Cage. You gotta do the splits and the
Johnny Cage. So MK1's coming out. I don't know if it's already come out or whatever, but I'm definitely getting it because you can get it on the Switch, right, or whatever, and it has all the Jean-Claude Van Damme he's finally there with the cutscenes and stuff. I don't know if you guys knew that, but super.
Wait a second, that is really him, isn't it?
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be really him in this one than the new one that's coming out. Like, because obviously that's who the character was based on. They just never had the. He didn't want to do it.
Was supposed to be.
He didn't want to do it back then, but now they have rights to do it or whatever. So.
Well,
I'm super pumped for it.
Though, because the whole game was supposed to be called. It was supposed to be called.
The whole game was based on him. Like that's what it was. It was supposed to be like kickboxing.
The game was supposed to be called Kumite.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was the blood sport tournament in the movie. Yeah, in the movie Bloodsport.
Yeah, dude, that's what it was supposed to be.
Charlie.
Damn. That one's fucking badass. You know what movie's hilarious? Sorry, the fucking Hot Shots where they do the gummies and the fucking the candy with the caramel. And it's like instead of the those are good. Anyway,
hey, I thought this was the fool. Remember they dropped the ball? They dropped the missile on the dude and just smashed him instead of blowing up.
Charlie Sheen. All right, sorry, we're going off the rails.
Okay, so now back in Halliday's journals. Now they're trying to figure out what the second clue is, and it's a leap not taken, and then he keeps.
My bad. Catch me up. Did they find the first key? Where are we at now?
We found the first key. We're in Act 2. Yeah, pretty much each act we're doing as they find the keys.
Okay, perfect. All right.
Yeah. So now in Act 2, they're working on key number 2, and so they're back in the Halliday journals. And the leap not taken. He remembers Halliday and Kira. He said there was only one mention of Kira inside this whole, inside the whole ordeal, and they don't really know who that is necessarily until they, kind of explore this. Like, wait, Ogden Morrow's wife? It's like all these like little things are like just going off.
Yeah, because there's an obituary, or he sees that right in his little van cave, and it's like her name, Underwood, or something like that. But then it was like
Karen Underwood.
Karen
Underwood.
We're gonna go with
maybe it's not Underwood. I don't know, but it's something like that effect.
For copyright purposes, we're going with Karen.
And
exactly.
This is the only reference of her in the entire Halliday journals. And then Ogden Morrow's like, no way, that can't be true. She was such a huge part of both of their lives. And he's like, no, I bet you it's the only one. And he was like, I'll bet you all my coin. And he goes and checks, and
he's bet it, then motherfucker.
He's right, and He was like, "You're right," and he's like, "Don't worry about it." He's like, "No, bet's a bet. Here you go," and flicks a quarter.
Oh, that's the curator, right?
Yeah, the curator.
Because that's all he had for real.
When
The
he's like,
curator flips him a coin.
He's like, "Oh, quarter, cool. Here, you can just have it. Don't worry about it." Like the curator's like broke or something, and then he flicks it back to him, you know, and then he ends up taking it back like he should because that comes into play.
Yep. You need this wink.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's crazy too because it's almost like it's set. It's just like a video game. There's a way you beat it, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he opened the chest right there, like a little flute, or whatever.
Yeah, because you know he's like, I don't need this shit. He's like, no.
You need this.
Someone get the baby. Someone get the baby.
Yep, you better take it. And so Artemis,
close that door.
He tells Percival to meet him at the dance club. That's where it's all going down. Now they find me at the club now. And so next scene is them in, pretty sure they're in Aech's basement is where they're at. And now
he's getting ready to go to the club. And it reminds me of, I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, Airborne. It's like a rollerblading movie, but Seth Green comes out and he's changing, and he's doing like a whole bunch of different style changes, but he's like completely different personalities every time. He has like long hair. He has like a crisscross look with his pants backwards sagging. So that reminded me of this scene basically. And I think there's other scenes in different movies that do similar things where they're nervous. It's a big date kind of thing or whatever. She asks into the dance area or whatever. And he's trying to pick out a suit with his avatar to wear, even though Aech is trying to tell him like, hey, none of this shit matters because it's like fake. Y'all are in a virtual world. It could be a 300-pound dude in his mom's basement or whatever.
Yep. And I love that movie Airborne, by the way. It's classic movie. And what's his name? Jacob Vargas, who's in there, Snake, little Joker from Next Friday. Like he's so funny in there. He's like so pissed to be in that speech class.
That's a good movie, man. Good 90s callback.
Yeah, has to give a speech, and he was like, "I don't even like speech. I don't even know how I got signed up for it."
I like how they're trying to be all hard at the end, and they go to this Mitchell's house, and it's like, no, ma'am, whatever. They're all respectful, and they come in.
Oh man, that shit's funny. And what Tino said how she got to get to the park in the book where he gets an Uber Betty. Oh man, what's an Uber Betty? Sounds like a lady of the evening.
Sounds like it sounds like some Grand Theft Auto stuff.
But it's funny all the outfits that he's trying on, getting ready for the date. Should I go a little thriller? Some Duran Duran, some punk.
And H is just like, no.
80s reference upon 80s reference. It's so funny. And then you're gonna wear the clothes from your favorite movie. Like that's what you're gonna do right now.
Yeah.
And it's funny because don't be that guy. I am that guy.
Yeah.
She's gonna get my reference. She's gonna love it.
She does.
Because everybody knows like the different references, because everyone saw all this shit from the 80s now. I do like how
but like I don't know about people in 2045, you know what I mean? That'd be like us getting references from like the 1880s and thinking it's cool or some shit. I don't know. I haven't done the math on that, but
what would the equivalent be? It's like 60 years for them. So what would that be for us right now?
Like us thinking shit from the 1940s was cool.
It would be the 1930s. It'd be the 60s. That could be a crazy call. That could be a crazy callback to the 60s. But see, it would have to be something like this. It's a video game challenge worth $500 billion, and like it's all based on 60s like trivia. I'm sure we would all get nerded out in some 60s trivia trying to figure this out.
I try to get nerded out about it, I guess. I try to find some cool stuff about it. Like the Doors were around in the 60s. Okay, cool. Yeah, because it's like pre 70s era, right before disco. It was probably a little cooler for like blues and rock and roll and shit and drugs and psychedelics. So actually 60s are pretty dope. Now that I think about it.
Yeah. And just straight to the dance club for him. And it's funny, he's got his little like swagger like type of walk to him. It's funny because one of the
Saturday
things
Night Fever kind of thing going on.
Yeah, and it's funny because one of the Steven Spielberg asked him, he was like, "Okay, Waithe and Parzival have to walk differently, right?" He's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, Parzival, he's got this this swag to him, he's got a real spring in his step, real confident about himself." And then he said he played the Saturday Night Fever song for him, and he was like, "All right, action, now walk."
That makes sense. Like some Bee Gees stuff. You can tell by the weather.
Yeah. And it's so funny because man, it what I don't know, when we were growing up, 90s, even early 2000s. I mean, if there was ever someone doing some stuff like that, it might have been hella corny. Oh, you're doing disco. Oh, man, who the fuck are you?
My dad.
It wouldn't be cool, but because this whole, thing is from a lot of 70s and 80s and, even a little bit of 90s, pop culture, mixed in. Yeah, going out there with some BGs, with the whole disco floor out there in the dance club, they really had it going.
You know what they were trying to recreate right there?
What?
Saturday Night Fever.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking John Travolta, the whole schmobile.
Yeah.
Is that a word, schmobile? There it is.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool the way that they they show when they're dancing, puts the arm on the shoulder or whatever, and you kind of see her hands running down.
Oh, right.
Because you feel everything. And she was
between his legs.
you geared up. Oh yeah, I got the X1. It's got the carbon fiber crotch.
You did come prepared. She slides between his legs, while they're floating in the air and shit.
He was. I think he finished right there. I mean,
those are real Avatar moments right there. Those are real Avatar moments right there.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't know what I saw a meme one time, and it was dude sold out his whole race just to clap some alien cheeks or something about Avatar.
I believe it, man. Getting the virtual cheeks, man. I mean, that's what you're trying to get.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's funny too because they're all somewhere in their own spot, just jacking off, aren't they? Jacking off. Their avatars just running rampant.
Oh man. And yeah, I mean it's funny when they start doing the Saturday Night Fever, shit out there, and it's everybody is everyone is so
they're all watching them.
Parzival and Artemis,
they have a dance floor, drawing a bunch of attention to each other, to themselves. Also,
look at it.
They're not supposed to be drawing that much attention to themselves.
And he's already super whipped, man. What the hell is going on? I want to meet you real
he tells me he loves
him. He was jocking, bro. He was jocking hella hard, bro.
Loser.
And that's where maybe the movie does the injustice on how much he actually knows her, because in the beginning, I've seen all her Twitch streams, I've seen all her walkthroughs. He's been following her for multiple years.
Yeah, they just make him seem like a big simp in this.
Yeah, I mean, but I guess that's so you got that from the book, right? Book.
From the audiobook.
Yeah, for sure. It'll fucking elaborate, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know what too? I guess you know what I mean, from watching it too, it's it's kind of a real representation of how fools are online when they jocking something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Because I mean, bruh, they could like on something online. You don't really know them. You know the version of that they project. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and even she says it in here, you don't know what I look like. You just see what I want you to see. And
it is a trip because
she's talking about her disfigurement. They make a big old deal about it.
Yeah.
What is it? Her boobs are too big.
No,
that's so bad.
She's got a big birthmark on her eye.
Yeah, it's not even that bad. She looks like Domino from.
I was just about to say that. I would have fucked Domino from X-Men. It looks like Domino, bro. Okay, my bad. No, you reminded me which character we're talking about right now. Yeah, keep bringing me up to speed. I'm out. I just came from the Oasis, bro. It's yeah. Tell us out there these days.
Full simple.
Matrix is way cheaper, bro.
Oh yeah, the Oasis, man. You got to have that coin.
Yeah,
the Matrix is way cheaper. That's why you keep bugging out in the Matrix.
Yeah, bro. Listen, I get all the good out there.
Yeah, I mean, the way to go would just be to rent that, buy the virtual real estate, get the strip club, and then because
and let the
It's
coin
money.
flow.
It's easy money.
Yeah.
You know how much people would be up in there?
Hell yeah.
And see, I would specialize in having the weirdo strip club. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you
gotta have little
see,
rooms. That's
yeah,
it.
you want to see Goro's sister get naked? I'm gonna have all the weirdo shit at my shit, bro. Because that's good money. Right? Weirdos' money is the same money, bro.
You literally could go find any of the Disney princesses. Like, oh, you want to see Princess?
Yeah, you want
tonight? She's coming here.
Yellow pussy, red pussy. Look, I have like the actual titty twister. In that
oh, you want to see some vampire stuff?
You want to see some vampire pussy?
Oh man.
And that would be my avatar, Cheech Marin in
fucking Dusk Till Dawn. That's hilarious. But with stunners on and a Niner hat saying hello to me. Tino, you want to see Ursula's? You want to see Ursula's pussy?
You know that's me, man. That's my avatar, bro. I'm Cheech Marin, but with a Niner hat and stunners on.
Oh man,
I'll be Tarantino from that movie, but the vampire version. When he's all
I was gonna
he was scary.
I was gonna say by the end of this, let's try to think of what we would want our avatars to be. Like that when we're given the ratings in Act 3. Let's think about that along the way.
I'm about to have multiple avatars, like Buddy, like how he was Z and he was what's his name, and you know what I mean.
You can have multiple. If you
have all of them, man.
Let's see who I'd like to be.
He, of course, when he starts simping and then says his real name, and then that's when Rock is like, "Oh, we got him, and then all the Sixers and everything coming in there. Man, it seems like there's thousands of them coming in there. Lucky he upgraded that armor; he would have already zeroed out. Like he bought that new armor, so he's able to take some hits. But yeah, they're about to go down, and Lucky he's got that Zemeckis cube, and like that's when you get the little Back to the Future. Little sounds.
Zemeckis.
Yeah.
Why is that familiar? The director of something.
Back to the Future.
There you go.
Yeah. And so that's when
this Zemeckis cube, bro. I just popped one of those.
There you go. And it was funny because like Steven Spielberg, like he was going to a point where like they're talking about all the sounds and stuff. He's like got to a point where he was like, I need a Back to the Future sound from here. And they were like, you want it to sound like Back to the Future? And he was like, no, I want it to be the exact Back to the Future, sound. And that's what it was when the Zemeckis cube went off. It was like a Rubik's cube that you had to do real quick and then threw it up and then it rewound everything 60 seconds. And that was how they were able to escape from the dance.
And she's like, and you're barely deciding to use it now? They've been getting shot up for like 3 minutes.
Hell yeah. Yeah, they barely escaped that shit.
How are you going to go back in the time, right? You got to have some shit happen. Like, all right, now use it.
That's what I was thinking too. Like, wait till the last worst possible second. I was like, all right, I'm about to die. Let's go back.
But you can tell Artemis is on something different, like right there, because she was like, okay, I see what you're about. Like, she's like, I can't let you distract me. She's like, got bigger fish to fry. Because, like, you find out she's part of this whole, like, rebellion, against IOI and all the loyalty camps and all that shit.
She's part of the revolution.
Yeah. And Wade's just like, he just doesn't want to be poor. Like, that's it. Like, he was dealt a shitty card, but then when you find out about, like, the card that Samantha was dealt, it's just, like, way, way worse.
I mean, his name is Wage. The minimum. I mean, they just saying no. He's like, listen, I have rough in the motherfucking Oasis being, you know what I'm saying? Low wages.
And it's Wade Watts. And he said,
I think he said Wage. I was like, that's a hard ass name, man.
Wade Watts.
That'd be cool.
Wade Watts. And he
said, I was gonna say I missed a whole nother character's name was Wage.
He said his dad named him that because it sounded like a superhero's alter ego.
I was gonna say it reminds me of Deadpool because it's Wade.
Yeah, and not just Deadpool, the other guy, is it Killshot, Deathstroke? Yeah, because if you look up their
Tino, we're saving that for act number 3, so everybody's got a little while. Think of what you want your Oasis character to look like.
Yeah.
Wade Wilson.
Yeah, Wade Wilson, and there's another one.
Slade
Gibson.
Yeah, it's a knockoff.
It was a knockoff. Yeah, but the DC one was first. Thank you, Peacock. That's why I love you, bro.
I was already gonna pull out the comic book for reference, but I was like,
he was like, hold on, bro. I have it tatted on the back of my shin.
Check this out. I have a whole like an entire back reference. Like there's like literally like anything you need to know is in here. Just like
I already know what I'm gonna be.
Batman encyclopedia.
I'm gonna be a Lego motherfucker where I just
just save it for act number 3.
All right.
Number 3.
I'm gonna be all kind of shit, bro. I ain't gonna
After
lie.
he put, you can have a whole list. Hold on.
I already have a list.
You have a whole list. Hold on.
I already have like 10 things.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I might even just be me in that motherfucker. because there's the other motherfuckers being me. I'm like, fuck that. I'm the real Bogard Scott-Free.
Him throwing out his name. Just him throwing out his name. That was enough for them to track him down because they cross-reference who was the last Waithe to buy an X1 armor suit or whatever. And so they found his exact location, his full name, his full identity. And because they knew his full identity, they could
one Waithe only.
Well, it was the Waithe who most recently bought the X1 like suit or whatever. So that's what it was. Because like not everyone's buying those X1 suits like all the time. Those are like hella exclusive, right? You got to be a baller to have one of those. And so yeah, then they like send him a message directly to his rig or whatever. And like this was pretty cool how they had the hologram like go into like his office or whatever.
That's true.
And man, it was he wasn't ready for that. Like he wants to be like not a part of this clan and he doesn't want them to own it, but it's like he's definitely not a revolutionary like Artemis is.
Yeah, he offers him like 25 mil or 25 bonus or I don't know what the hell, and kind of loses shit.
Too. That's a Greek. There's something to do with Greek mythology too. I love how everything means something.
Yeah, for sure.
The hunter.
Yeah, the hunter. There it is.
Yeah.
Is he
and then she had like a twin brother.
He has like 800 points right now. I don't even got shit, bro.
No, Artemis had like a.
Are we keeping score on this show?
No, Peacock's winning though for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And Daryl said Ernest Cline should take the shark out of Jaws' new wave music. The game developer's only friend, personal knowledge of the developers is the most important factor in the campaign. Take ET's bike. That'd be cool. And you know what was funny? So when I'm watching some of the behind the scenes, so TJ Miller, the dude who plays iRock, he's like, I'm fully in character today because we're meeting, we're going in there for Steven. And he was like, I'm going full ET. I got my red hoodie on, going full ET mode. And then he's like, I'm taking this off. Look at this full chunk. Got the chunk shirt, and he had the chunk like the red shirt. And he was like, and then check out the shoes. Back to the Future 2 shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, for real.
Hey, you have a pair of those, right?
Ones that, like,
I never got those ones.
Were they the gray Nike ones that auto lace? Like,
yeah. Peacock, did you get a pair of those?
Oh.
They were like going for like 12.
Yeah, for sure. That's like minimum. I've seen them for like
right. Yeah, they're going for like 5 now, right?
Yeah, for sure. Those are expensive.
Yeah, the ones that lace up for real, right?
Yeah, they're like super high top.
Well, yeah, they lace up themselves, right? I mean, in the movie, anyway.
No,
like in the movie, they do it all fast, but like in real life, they do it all fucking slow. It's like,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They got them in for real life.
Yeah, for
sure.
What you gotta do is you gotta film it and then you put it in fast forward. So it's like,
that's probably the only way around that shit.
I would never wear those.
No, of course not.
I would not pay for them.
I need to be rich. Okay, someone buy me them. Ooh, there it is. Somebody buy me those.
Tina said Artemis is considered the best Gunther around for sure. He's seen all her Twitch streams, all her walkthroughs, everything. And
it really is Twitch in there too.
That's what, everything. Yeah, like, this is a whole world that's continued to 24.
No, I'm just saying, no, but like, even in terms, like, listen. I really watched it. I promise you, right? And I fully simulated like the first time I watched it. I was tore back. I went through a good amount of it last night.
I was in the movie.
Yeah, and they talk about YouTube in there as well. Tina said YouTube everything, bro. Hell yeah.
I just didn't know Twitch was really a thing. I didn't know what came first, the chicken or the egg. Like Twitch already existed. Okay.
Yeah, but I was watching the movie earlier today, Bogard. I saw you in there.
Bro, I told you I'm in that shit, bro. I didn't even know it either. And bro. I got no back ends, bro.
So here's what they offered him. So they offered him his own rig, like he had that huge, setup and all that. They offered him a $4 million salary with the penthouse. a salary a year. And if he found the Easter egg, he would get 25 mil. But it's crazy because, like, I mean, who knows how long? I mean, this is based on, like, it took them 5 years to find the first key. Maybe it takes 10 more years to find the next 2 keys. Who the hell knows? But yeah, it's crazy, you know, because, like, that egg is worth $500 billion. Finding all 3 keys, $500 billion. And you own the Oasis. Like, that's the biggest part of it. Like, I mean, the money, I'm sure, is really good for them.
It's a classic Willy Wonka-esque joint, right?
Yeah.
So that's
like
literally the guy.
You get it. It's
really the guy. Literally the guy I was telling Peacock at the beginning, because that's what Peacock said too. Literally, the guy who wrote this said, "What if Willy Wonka created video games?" And his whole tournament was like Easter eggs that you had to find within the game. And that's how the whole main plot of the story unraveled.
Yeah, that was the premise, bro. They were smoking some good.
Like,
bro, what if? Right? And then there was the homie, right?
Yeah.
You know, he could have even been the homie. Oh, yeah? Yeah? Tell me more. He starts writing everything down. Okay, wait a second. Hold on. So it's a game. Okay, yep. All the Easter eggs, right? And they're all these fucked up. They're on everything, LSD, all the shit. And then you go to the Matrix, bro. Then there was the Oasis, right? Oasis. How do you spell it?
Avatar, the Matrix. Put it all
right?
together.
Writing all the shit. And then that mother. Then 2010 comes. Like, I got it. And that whole dude, he goes, "Man, bro, that sounds a good ass idea." He don't even remember it. The homie.
The guy who came up with it.
Tino says, "Bruh, for real, blazing fat." He said, "Do his writing. No wonder I like this story so much." Oh yeah,
for real though. Motherfucker sitting there like, "Ooh," he might have been watching all the movies. Huh? He's like, "Listen, bruh." Did he even know? Was he so high there, or did he even know that there was all Spielberg joints, basically?
I mean, of course he knew that, but he didn't know that Steven Spielberg would end up being the one. Okay. He didn't know that Spielberg would end up being the one to direct the movie. Like, that was destiny written in the stars.
Hey, you know, Spielberg, I wonder if he got upset too. Like, he says he reads the screenplays like, "Man, this is really good. He's like, oh my shit, I don't like that." No, if I don't take this now, they're gonna get someone else to do it.
No, the screenplay didn't even have a bunch of things in there, and he said,
really,
it was on him to, like, he only was going to use 2 references from things that he did,
and then he used them all.
I mean, he didn't use them all.
Well, I mean, all the ones that they wanted to use, I should say.
Yeah,
right? Yeah, like Indiana Jones, Back to the Future. What else? Is that the only 2?
Jurassic Park.
Yep, duh.
And is that it?
He was like, "You know what? I'll give you guys 3." Ooh, that's
I'm just guessing on Jurassic Park.
My avatars. I'm Steven Spielberg mashed with George Lucas, like in one.
I'm gonna keep telling you to wait for Act 3 because every time you do this, you're gonna have a different avatar for sure.
I am.
I have like 8 written down for sure.
And man, and so he turns the whole shit down, you know, that they're offering, and says pretty much no, like, screw you, I'm just gonna win it myself. And then he was like, "You know what? I kind of only did this because I was supposed to, and be like a corporate, like, good guy. Because, like, I was really hoping you said no. Because now we're just gonna blow up your whole family's house."
Oh no, that's fucked up.
And they do.
Yeah, and they do. You see all these drones, they're just going in there.
You did. I mean, come on. It's almost like you can't fuck up the timeline, bro. That family was supposed to die, bro.
Yeah, and
they were piece of shit, bro. The guy, the stepdad, was even like,
"It's the Shining."
Him shit right as soon as he dies.
What are you gonna do? They might go on. They're gonna go on to have PTSD in the Oasis. You have to die. That's their destiny, bro.
Done data. And so yeah, pretty much you see all the drones going and putting all the bombs all over their stack or whatever, and all the way up 6 stories, 7 stories, whatever the hell it is. And he's running there and he's trying to call. And when I was watching the behind the scenes footage, they show, so they do blow this thing up. Like, it doesn't fall over, you know, that's all the CGI, but I mean, it's a huge ass like explosion, you know, and he's got
cue the pyro.
He's got to do all this stuff like at the same time, you know, where he's running towards it and blows up and, you know, then he runs back or like whatever. So he's got all the marks and everything. And, but yeah, in the movie though, full timber all the way down. And then he gets kidnapped. Just like right out of the blue.
Back to his fan cave. He's about to phone in and be like, warn everybody, they came after me and Iowa came after me. Or Iowa came after me in real life.
Iowa.
I don't know why I said Iowa.
Those are the feds, bro.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I guess what's bigger than the feds? Like the fucking, I mean, it's Interpol. It's fucking, what is it, bro? It's Big Brother.
They're not even the feds. They're just like a big gang. Because like
just a fucking,
it's just a big gang. Like they're not even like they're no authority. They're no authority. It's like it's the wild, wild west, and they got the most guns. Like that's really what it is.
I mean, so what do we call them then?
Thugs.
Oh, that's the IOI.
Yep.
And he's saying, like, I'm trying to find an analogy. You know what I mean?
I guess they're the feds in the game, not in real life. Though.
Yeah.
They just got all the guns, man. They're a big gang. Like that's what it is.
So they're not quite the feds then. They're like, they're like the Los Pepes. You know what I'm talking about, right?
You talking about that green frog?
No, the Los Pepes, bro. The one that it was the organization that took down Pablo for real.
Yeah. Oh shit. That's funny.
The ones that the CIA came to work. The Los Pepes, bro. Viva la revolución.
Yeah, it's like the Colombian SEAL Team 6, right?
They are like the Pepes, bro. They kind of are, bro. Okay,
but it's like a corporation, bro, with gamers.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, though, but in the game, they're the guns, though. They come through, and they're kind of like, they're like a dictatorship, man. They're going to swoop in, breaking the rules.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You violating.
Yep, these motherfuckers. And so, luckily, he finds out he's kidnapped by the Revolution. And he gets to meet Samantha in real life, who's Artemis in real life. And it's funny because Wade's just like such a nerd, but like he's got like nerd game, you know? Like, I mean, it's kind of funny. He's like, well, he knows that she's all self-conscious about her big, her birthmark, like on her eye.
She like covers it after she meets it.
Yeah, her hair is
she turns away.
know,
she's like, oh, my hair is so like the wind blew it. The wind blew her hair. And she like put it back to cover her birthmark.
And Wade is like,
and he notices.
It's so
like,
hot.
This is the first girl I might ever be able to kiss.
He's like, hey, listen, I promise you, I'll bust all over that birthmark.
Like I've never
seen
it's like a target even. It's like, listen, you don't understand how convenient that is. I've been working on my shot.
And man, it's so they talk for a little bit.
It gets one of those things where they say like, oh man, like when you're playing freaking Halo or whatever, like they gives you like, you know, after you get a couple kills in a row or whatever, like anyways, it's going too far with the thumb on the face. Anyway,
he's trying to go for the he's just trying to go for the headshot. I think that's what
there it is. That's what it is. He's like, you know, the net, you know. Oh yeah, the headshot. You know?
Sniped them.
In her eye.
So as they're talking,
Victory Royale.
They look like they're about to kiss, but really they end up. Oh, I figured out the next clue.
She hasn't
figured out the next clue, and it's inside a movie.
Oh, the next clue is blue balls. That's what it is.
Pretty much.
They watched a movie together. So they go to the media center, or whatever the hell it is, because they have every movie that he's ever watched and every TV show he's ever watched. And they said, pull up the movies that were watched between these 3 days or whatever. And they take it to The Shining.
Detective
man.
Work.
So this whole part was not in the book. I've only got 4 hours in, but they said this was the big sequence that was not in the book. They added it for the movie.
Yeah, well, he said the reason they picked The Shining was because of the clue was something the creator created but didn't like or something like that, or hated its creation. And it was because
Kubrick didn't
Stephen,
like Kubrick didn't
Stephen
like
King didn't like the movie version of
the creator didn't like.
Yeah, Stephen King didn't like the movie.
You know what's funny? Because I don't like a lot of Stephen King movies.
Yeah, I think they do him justice. You got to read the books.
Yeah, the books are. Yeah,
and it's because like no matter what, it's like it's really hard to.
Tino will tell you he's like the movie's Ready Player One's good, but bro, the book it's only 4 hours. I mean, you know, in dog years 16. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like you can't like fuck. People think you're crazy if you make a 3-hour movie, you know. But like, man, this is a 16-hour audiobook. Like, how could they really do it the justice?
They did
you
this
know,
movie
in
in
like
2
a
hours.
2-hour
Not too bad.
movie. Like,
yeah,
it's hard. It's hard. Because like literally like 3 hours in the.
I was gonna go for the 30-second pause. I was waiting for it, and then you good. All right.
3 hours into the audiobook is like covered in like 3 minutes of the movie where they're explaining the Oasis. So it's just really crazy.
Well, you ever heard of the term "a picture is worth 1,000 words"?
Okay, have you ever read Moby Dick? Pause.
Yeah. Back we had to in high school.
Yeah, the first the first chapter is about an oil painting, bro. It's like, oh, come on, man, what? You wasted my time.
Yeah, yeah, but you know they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. There, you know, whatever whatever you could show in a movie in 1 minute, you know what I'm saying, in a book, it could be damn near a whole chapter. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that montage, dude, the Rocky montage. That's like 8 months in like 80 seconds.
Yeah. Montage. And they said that this was at least Aech says that this was one of the toughest like parts to like film for her in real life, because they said it was like 3 days like of just like filming, you know, like the blood scene and just the different scenes just inside here, and like they showed her like it was like
you want to do a bulk of it. They want to do a bulk of it legit and then CGI the rest of it, right? You know what I'm saying? As far as like a scene like that, right?
Yeah, and I mean they're pretty much doing like most of the stuff that their characters are doing, they're acting it out. You know, like even the scene through the blood, it's like her, like they had her like on a chair and they're like moving.
Yeah, that's right. So they're not even using no like real life effects. It's all because they're wired up to everything.
Yeah,
they're in that black suit with the dots and the lines.
Yeah,
they're doing full Mortal Kombat 90s shit.
Yeah, and they said that they're like, I mean, they're on. I mean, you know, there's nothing around them, but if they
motion capture, there you go.
But if they literally look at the monitor, they can see how they look in the video game world, because that's what they're filming, right?
That's how they're doing. So you mean to tell me that's how they're doing the London game?
Yeah,
it's like that.
Yeah,
the players are out there playing with all those stupid dots on it.
They're watching the replay. Why do I look like Buzz?
I think they said it's their shoulder pads and their helmets that have like, you know, some kind of motion capture like shit in them.
I don't know how that's going to work, but I bet you it's going to be
awesome. Going to find out. We're going to find out tomorrow morning.
What if they were to chuck their helmet off, right? Did they look like they were decapitated?
I don't know. We're going to see. Okay. You can't take your helmet off, right? You got to leave your helmet on.
Flag.
It's a penalty on
all of a sudden, he's a Lego or something.
Yep.
It's the brick that falls over.
And Daryl said the story was written by a computer nerd. It was part autobiography and fantastic. There's no way Spielberg could have given the project the respect it deserved. He did make something. Yeah, and I mean, the way that they did it, I mean, let's see, what was the budget on this movie? It had to be insane. Somewhere in between 155 and 175 million was their budget.
Somewhere.
Straight cash, homie.
Straight cash, homie. He says CGI costs bucks. That's showbiz. Hell yeah, man. I mean, the actors,
easy.
Back then too.
It's a bunch of no-name actors. Like they're probably just
when did this movie come out?
2018.
So when do you think they started like in production of this?
2014, 2015.
Right. And then in post-production probably took 3 years?
Probably.
Yeah.
2 or 3.
You know, because people don't know that the Avatar, that shit, how long were they in post?
20 years.
5 years, right?
Yeah, 6 years, something like that.
Something.
You know what I'm saying? And I think the original cut could have been like 8 hours too, for real. Some shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Tino said agree. It's probably the most difficult bookend to make into a movie. And especially because like they have to build everything. I know that a lot, they're building CGI, wise. But even like the stacks and all that, they really built those. Like that wasn't CGI.
And Minecraft shit was sick though, too.
Yeah.
They knew how to market this shit, bro. I was like, oh yeah, that's right, man. I'm gonna spend so much money in Minecraft, bro.
Of course I got
and motherfucking Roblox and shit like that, bro. Listen, bro. I own several properties, bro. My kids. I'm an investor. I invest in so much. I invest in real estate, bro. It's just all in Roblox and shit.
It's all virtual.
I own all this shit, man.
And so, throughout all this craziness, I mean, shit. Aech is in the blood, that comes out of the elevator, and like. As getting pulled down, sees the little picture of like
that's all callbacks from The Shining too, which is really fucking awesome.
Yeah, and so they see the picture, one of the pictures that Aech doesn't know whether it's from The Shining or not until she sees Halliday and Kira on it, and then you see it kind of
because that's from the movie. Because you see Jack Nicholson in that picture,
right? Exactly,
and he was there back then. It's like a trip, you know what I mean? Like
eerie.
Yeah,
I was
whoa, the chicken or the egg! God damn it!
And but the little Easter eggs and the little clues, you got to be looking out for that, right? That's the only way that you figure this out. And
he's just holding on to that picture, getting flushed down the hallway with all that blood, and the frame tears, and it splits right in the middle between Halliday and Kira, which is, I think, like on purpose, right? Little sign.
Yeah, pretty trippy when she goes into the room. Hey there, naked lady. Turned into the decapitating old lady right in front of her.
So scary.
And then goes outside and the whole huge hammer coming down and everything. And
here's Johnny.
Gets saved right in time. And then they go into the ballroom. Because Aech reveals, I saw a picture of Kira and everyone stops. What? Where?
It's just like the movie, like the slow. That shit was hard.
Yeah, and then they figure it all out. Artemis takes the leap and gets over to Kira and asks, "Would you like this? Would you care to dance?"
Yeah, she's just jumping over all the dead ghost bodies, zombie bodies, whatever you want to call them, to get there. Everybody gets transported back outside.
Yep. They respawn.
Yeah, it's funny when everyone outside. All the Sixers when they're trying to, beat The Shining. The Shining. They're all scared. Every second, every part of that level is just getting taken out by them. And but yeah, they figure it out. They all get the keys now. And I guess here's the part that I want to hear in the movie, because there's it's a real disjustice in between finding key 2 and finding key 3, how you get it. They don't even explain any real part of it. Happens very, very quickly. But that's how we're gonna wrap up act number 2 as they find key number 2. Make sure if you have not, make sure you go subscribe to the podcast. Silver Screen Breakdowns on Apple, on Spotify. Leave us a 5-star review if you have not. Make sure you check out all the different acts. We always break down 3 acts, and sometimes we get some bonus content for you when we're bullshitting with the crew. So make sure you're checking all those out, and you're hitting the automatic downloads on Apple. And subscribe on YouTube, Silver Screen Breakdowns. Go do it. Do it now. And Peacock.
Do it.
Remind everybody where to find you at.
NeonPeacockMerch.com. Go check out all my gear. There's a sale going on right now. Universe, give me coin.
Yeah, there we go. All right. We're going to be getting into act number 3. Here we go.
Picture shit. This ain't a dream, we really live this shit. Don't intervene, yo, we with this shit. That's where the most high, we the most lit.